Hey everybody, this is Double O Face coming at you with some real live gameplay for Modern Warfare 3. Actually playing a full game and doing a full commentary for you. I know I've been slacking for a bit, but I felt like this nice 22 and 5, I believe, Spaz gameplay is pretty sexy. It was only about like a 5-minute game, maybe a little close to 5 minutes, something like this. But it was pretty badass, if I do say so myself. I've been kind of liking the Spaz. It's not as sexy as my model. I feel like the model 1887 takes a little bit more practice, skill overall. Just kind of, you know, you need to know which routes you want to take. Spaz, you can kind of go for it, and I don't even have extended max for it yet, or the ranger damage. So if I can do this good with just regular what's I got with the grip and whatnot, I'm sure once I get those other proficiencies that I will just be wrecking. But anyway, I was talking to a subscriber, just real quick little messages, and I was like, hey, got any ideas for commentaries? And he's like, well, why don't you talk about something that you think Infinity Ward could have done better on Modern Warfare 3? And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I was like, well, I just made a commentary telling you guys that I don't want to hear commentators, and I'm sure you don't want to hear commentators complain about problems that everyone knows are there. They're there. Get over it. Spawn issues, whatever, they're there. So I was kind of hesitant, but I thought, you know what, talking about one thing that I think they could have done better, more so than just complaining or thinking they should fix. I don't think they're gonna fix it. I don't think they need to fix it, but really talking about theater mode, I was really disappointed in theater mode. At first I was like, oh, this is cool. I think I took forever to kill and I didn't even get a long shot for it. Anyway, theater mode was cool at first, showing the kill cams, and that's one thing that they did amazingly. But not being able to go into first person of anyone else in the entire team or the other team except for you, and when you switch to those other players it's only in third person, that's kind of annoying. And the reason that that's so disappointing for me is, like, I know with theater mode it's not a big deal because this was actually recorded in theater mode, I believe, and when it comes down to it, it does exactly what I want. It's showing you my gameplay, my clips, everything about me that I want to see. But it doesn't show a lot of the other stuff. It's not the biggest deal, but the reason I think it should have been perfect, and it should have been better, is that Black Ops just did it. I mean, it's not like these companies are completely separate. Like, oh, I can't even remember his name. I complaining about him for a whole year, and I forgot his name. Not Robert Bowling, David Vonderhaar. He came out with stuff for Modern Warfare 3. They talked about stuff together, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the companies work hand in hand. They are both Call of Duty. Just because they're different companies, they still work on things together. How is it that they didn't think that they should have kept it the same? I mean, for Black Ops, for all the complaints that people got from how many people said that it was just a horrible game overall, the one thing that everyone seemed to love was theater mode. It was amazing. It was innovative. It was perfect. Except for not showing the kill cams. And that was about the only thing. So instead of leaving it the same and adding kill cams, they decided to put the kill cams in. You can't press select to see your score within mid-game, which is always annoying because sometimes it's like, hey, look, I just went on a 13-0 tear. I mean, that's pretty cool. So if you die 5 times in a row, it's hard to really, like, you know, put it into people's minds that, like, I just went 13-0, you know? I know, that's just, it's a minor thing. And that's a kind of very specific situation, so it's almost not, it's not worth it to even, like, complain about that. So it's not a huge issue. The other thing is not being able to go into first person. Now, if you guys have been on my channel for a little while, you know I like to do how to turn a fail into a win, which is something that I just recently did. And I always like to go from the other person's perspective, see what they see, especially on Crazy Tomahawks, or, well, I guess now it's going to be Crazy Ballistics Knife, which, or not Ballistic Knife, oh my god, I'm stuck in Black Ops. Throwing Knife, yes, Throwing Knife, Crazy Throwing Knives, and just other kinds of things like that. I mean, I like to see people's perspective of it because sometimes it's really funny because they literally have no idea what just happened, and you know that they are yelling, hollering, hooting, hollering, jibber jabbering, cussing up a storm, getting grounded because they told their mom to F off because it just got sniped by me through a bush. I get it. But really the biggest thing is that I was kind of disappointed that they took out some really good features and just added one great feature. So the trade-off is kind of even, and it's not a huge deal. It's not something I think that is going to be fixed. It's not something that I think really needs to be fixed. The only thing that I have a complaint on alt theater mode overall is just that sometimes, especially when you're sniping, you're like, I just shot the air. Like, you literally shoot the air, and you get like a double kill. It's like you like it to be perfect. You like it to be exactly the way you see it. And sometimes it's not, and sometimes if you're having a really great game, like I went on a tear with the MSR. I went like 13-0. Like I was at 13-0. I was just whoa! I was going ham, and Penguinator was with me, and he was going ham, and then we lost connection. Which sucks because actually he lost connection and it pulled me out. Even though I was the host of our party, it pulled me out and said a party member lost connection, and it pulled me out with it. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway, it doesn't save those games, and it'd just be really cool if it did. No. Theater mode's still one of the best things they've ever done, and it comes in handy all the time. This was a quick little spaz gameplay, and this was what I think they should have done a little bit better on Modern Warfare 3. Double FA signing out saying good night and good fight. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, or any ideas, you want to hear stories about my life, anything at all, leave it in the comments, send me a message, hit me up on PSN. I will always get back to you. Thanks guys, this is Double FA signing out. Bye.